I'm not a morning person, but for the past month, I've been waking up at 6 a.m. just to go to the same coffee shop. Not for the coffee, though it's excellent. For her. The barista with the bright smile and careful hands who always draws a little heart on my cup. I thought I was imagining it at first. Then I started counting. 1 heart, 5 hearts, 10 hearts. 15 hearts over 15 visits. This morning, I walked in like always. She made my latte like always. Drew a heart like always. But this time, when she handed me the cup, there was something else written underneath the heart. 10 digits, her phone number, and a note that said, "In case you were wondering if the hearts meant something, they do." Before we dive into how my barista went from secret hearts to bold phone numbers, drop a comment telling me what city you're watching from, and please subscribe to help the channel grow. This story is about small gestures that mean everything, the courage to take a chance, and learning that sometimes the best love stories start with a simple cup of coffee and someone brave enough to draw their feelings on it. My name is Quinn Parker. I'm 27 and I work remotely as a software developer. A month ago, I moved to a new neighborhood and discovered a coffee shop 2 blocks from my apartment. Groundwork Cafe, small and cozy with exposed brick and plants everywhere. The coffee was good, but the barista was better. Her name tag said Lennon. She looked like she was in her late 20s, with dark curly hair always pulled into a messy bun, warm brown eyes, and this smile that made the whole room feel brighter. She moved behind the counter with easy confidence, knew every regular's order by heart, made conversation feel effortless. My first visit was unremarkable. I ordered a vanilla latte. She made it, handed it over, smiled. "Welcome to Groundwork. First time here?" "Yeah, just moved to the neighborhood." "Well, welcome. Hope you like it." I did like it. The coffee was perfect. And when I looked down at my cup, there was a small heart drawn in the foam. Just a simple heart, the kind baristas probably draw for everyone. It was sweet. I came back the next day, ordered the same thing. Lennon remembered me, or at least pretended to. "Vanilla latte, right?" "Good memory." It's a skill. She made the drink, handed it over with that same bright smile. And there it was again. A small heart in the foam. Day 3, same thing. Heart in the foam. Day 4, I started wondering if this was just her style or if it meant something. Probably just her style. Baristas are friendly. It's part of the job. Day 5, I watched her make drinks for other customers. No hearts. She made beautiful latte art, leaves, rosettas, intricate designs, but no hearts, just for me. Day 7, I was hooked. Not just on the coffee, on her. On the way she'd light up when I walked in. On the careful way she'd make my drink, tongue peeking out in concentration. On those hearts that appeared without fail every single time. "You're going to that coffee shop again?" my roommate Maya asked one morning. "It's on my way." "Quinn, you work from home. Nothing is on your way. You're going out of your way." "The coffee's good." "Uh-huh, and?" "And nothing." "You're blushing." "What's her name?" "I don't know what you're talking about." "The barista." "What's her name?" "Lennon." Maya grinned. "You've got it bad." She wasn't wrong. By day 10, I'd reorganized my entire morning routine around that coffee shop. I'd plan what to wear, practice casual conversation topics, time my arrival for when it wouldn't be too crowded so I could actually talk to her. Day 11, Lennon asked about my work. "Software development, pretty boring." "I doubt that." "What kind of software?" "Accessibility tools, helping make technology more usable for people with disabilities." Her whole face lit up. "That's amazing. Seriously. My little brother is deaf. Accessibility tech has changed his life." "That's exactly why I do it." "Well, you're doing important work." She handed me my latte. Heart in the foam, as always. "This one's on the house." "You don't have to." "I want to." "Consider it a thank you for making the world more accessible." Day 12, I noticed she'd put extra care into the heart. It was more detailed, more deliberate. Day 13, she asked if I had plans for the weekend. We talked for 5 minutes about a farmer's market she recommended. When she handed me my drink, the heart looked almost hopeful. Day 14, I came in during a rush. She was slammed. Line out the door, register ringing constantly, customers impatient. But when I reached the counter, she still smiled. Vanilla latte? If you have time, I can wait. Never too busy for you. She said it casually, but something in her tone made my heart skip. Even during the chaos, rushed and stressed, she still drew a heart on my cup. Day 15, today, I walked in determined to say something, to ask if the hearts meant what I hoped they meant. But the shop was quiet, just a couple people in the corner, and when Lennon saw me, she looked nervous. Morning, I said. Morning, the usual? Please. She made my drink in silence, which was unusual. She seemed distracted, kept glancing at me like she wanted to say something. When she finished, she held the cup for a moment before handing it over. Quinn? Yeah? Have you noticed? She stopped, shook her head. Never mind, here's your latte. I took it, looked down. There was the heart, like always. But this time, underneath it, she'd written 10 digits, a phone number. And below that, in case you were wondering if the hearts meant something, they do. I looked up at her. She was biting her lip, anxious, watching for my reaction. 15 hearts, I said quietly. I counted. You counted? Every single one. I've been coming here every day for 2 weeks hoping they meant something. Her expression shifted from nervous to surprised to relieved. You noticed? How could I not notice? You don't draw hearts for anyone else. I know, that's the point. She leaned against the counter. I kept trying to work up the courage to just ask you out, but every morning you'd come in and I'd freeze. So I drew hearts instead, hoping you'd get the hint. I got the hint around day 5. I just didn't know if it was wishful thinking. It wasn't! She smiled, that bright, beautiful smile that had been making my mornings perfect. So, are you going to use that number? Probably, but I have a better idea. I pulled out my phone. What time do you get off work? 2 o'clock. Want to grab lunch? Actual lunch, not just coffee? Like a date? Exactly like a date. Her smile got even brighter. I'd love that. Good, because I've been wanting to ask you out for weeks. Why didn't you? Same reason you didn't, scared you'd say no. I would have said yes on day 1. Seriously? You walked in wearing this soft blue sweater, ordered politely, said thank you 3 times, and had this smile that made me forget what I was doing. I drew the first heart without thinking. Then you came back the next day, and I thought, okay, I'll draw another one. See if she notices, see if she comes back. I came back 14 more times. Best 14 days of my work life. At 2 o'clock, Lennon walked out of groundwork wearing jeans and a leather jacket, hair down for the first time. She looked gorgeous and slightly nervous. Hi, she said. Hi, you look amazing. Thanks, you too. She gestured down the street. There's a good Thai place 2 blocks over? Perfect. We walked side by side. Halfway there, her hand brushed mine. I took it, laced our fingers together. She squeezed. Over lunch, we talked for hours. About her work. She was studying graphic design part-time while working at the cafe. About her family, her deaf brother who she was incredibly close to. About how she'd been working up courage to give me her number for a week. I rewrote it 3 times this morning, she admitted. Kept thinking it was too forward, too presumptuous. It was perfect, bold. I liked it. Good, because I was terrified you'd think I was creepy. Creepy? You drew hearts on my coffee. That's adorable, not creepy. 15 hearts is a lot of hearts. 15 hearts is the exact right number of hearts. She laughed, and it was the best sound. I'm really glad you kept coming back. I'm really glad you kept drawing hearts. We finished lunch, but neither of us wanted the date to end. So we walked around the neighborhood, found a bookstore, spent an hour browsing and recommending books to each other, stopped at a park, sat on a bench talking until the sun started setting. I should probably get home, she said eventually. Early shift tomorrow. I'll walk you. You don't have to. I want to. At her apartment building, she turned to face me. This was the best first date I've ever had. Same. Can we do it again? Definitely. Tomorrow after my shift? I'll be there. She kissed me then. Soft and sweet and perfect. When she pulled back, she was smiling. See you tomorrow morning? For coffee? For coffee, with a heart on it. I'd be disappointed if there wasn't. The next morning, I walked into groundwork at my usual time. Lennon grinned when she saw me. Vanilla latte? Please. She made it with extra care, and when she handed it over, there were 2 hearts in the foam. 2 hearts? I said. 1 for yesterday, 1 for today. I'm making up for lost time. Lost time? All the days I should have been drawing 2 hearts instead of 1. Over the next few weeks, the hearts multiplied. 3 hearts, 5 hearts. Once, she somehow managed 7 hearts in the foam. I took pictures of every single one. Your Instagram is just pictures of coffee cups, Maya commented one night. They're not just coffee cups, they're art. They're love letters in latte form. She wasn't wrong. 3 months in, Lennon and I were officially together. She'd met my friends, I'd met her family. Her brother taught me basic sign language. She taught me how to make actually decent coffee at home, though I still came to groundwork most mornings. You know you don't have to keep buying coffee just to see me, she said one morning. You could just come see me. But then I'd miss the hearts. I can draw hearts on other things. It's not the same. 6 months in, she had news. I got accepted to design school, full-time program. Lennon, that's amazing. It means I'll have to quit the cafe. Well, cut down to weekends. That's huge. I'm so proud of you. You won't get your morning coffee hearts anymore. I'll survive. Besides, I'm dating the artist now. I can get hearts whenever I want. She laughed. True, but still. End of an era. Her last full-time day at groundwork, she made my latte with extra care. When she handed it over, the entire surface was covered in tiny hearts, dozens of them, overlapping, filling every space. 15 hearts started this, she said. Figured I'd go out with a grand finale. It's perfect. You're perfect. A year after that first heart, we moved in together. She'd graduated from design school, started freelancing. I'd gotten a promotion. Life was good. Better than good. One morning, I woke up to find Lennon in the kitchen making coffee. When she handed me a mug, there was a heart drawn in Sharpie on the side of the cup. What's this? Permanent heart, since I can't draw them in foam anymore. You drew on our mug? Our mug, I like the sound of that. She kissed me. Besides, some hearts should be permanent. I caught my barista drawing hearts on my cup 15 times before she added her number. It was small gestures and daily courage and the slow build of something beautiful. It was learning that sometimes love doesn't announce itself with grand gestures. Sometimes it shows up quietly, consistently, in the form of a hand-drawn heart you almost miss if you're not paying attention. Would I recommend falling for your barista? It might seem cliché. But would I recommend paying attention to the small ways someone shows they care? Absolutely. Because sometimes the best love stories start simple. A cup of coffee, a small heart. And someone brave enough to keep drawing them until you notice. Until you realize those hearts were never just decoration. They were an invitation, a hope, a promise that if you came back tomorrow, there'd be another heart waiting. And sometimes, that's exactly what love is. Someone showing up day after day drawing hearts and hoping you'll understand what they mean.